All right.
We're live.
We're live. Missed at the angle. I don't know. I didn't know where to put it.
Okay, here we go. Angles, and then make it brighter. Push the brightness. Hey guys, welcome to the
It's
Whiskey
as
Vault.
bright as it will
This
go.
is the live stream to celebrate 200,000 subscribers on the Whiskey Vault channel.
It's real.
It's actually we're 212,000.
Are we?
I don't know. We're a few weeks late,
Yeah, we're
but
not the quickest on that draw.
no, we're on a lot of different levels.
Well, scheduling was a problem.
You're
So
right.
yeah.
So we'll get into all of the things that were kind of slow on the draw. For example, I think we did 100,000 100,000 subscriber live stream. And the grand plan, Daniel, what was the grand plan?
Grand plan was to collect the 100 whiskeys into a container,
Right.
which we did,
Yes.
blend it, bottle it,
Right.
which we did, and send it to 10 to 20 YouTube subscribers,
10 YouTube,
which we
well,
did.
no, 10 to 20 YouTube creators.
Yeah, not subscribers, creators,
Right.
recommended by you guys, which we do have the list,
Right.
and we never sent them.
So why didn't we send them, Daniel?
Just forgot. Over and over and over.
And then by the time we remembered, we're pretty damn close to 200,000. So
Yeah.
200,000 live stream. You know what? Let's make it a 200 whiskey blend.
Yeah. Okay, so I put the list of whiskeys in the description of this video that are in the 100 whiskey blend.
Right.
But if you guys want to recommend whiskeys not on that list to go into the 200 whiskey blend,
Right.
we will go through this live chat when this is over and add them all in.
Now, this is going to be a little bit different than the first time we did a giant whiskey blend, because for the 100,000, it was a frantic mayhem. We had whiskey sommeliers, and they were grabbing bottles off the shelf, and
Yeah.
pouring in there. And this time,
We're going to slow roll it a
we're
little.
going to slow roll it a little bit. And there's already, 30 whiskeys that are earmarked to definitely go in.
Well, are they though? Because they're Wettle whiskeys, and like 2/3 of them are not good.
Well, have we tasted?
We could taste some of them.
Well, no.
So
Have you tasted?
I've tasted almost all of them.
Are you judging the bottle by its label?
No, I'm going off of actual taste.
All right.
So here's what I would actually tell you is the list of Wettle whiskeys behind us is
Right.
also in the description.
Sure.
If you guys have any thoughts, then say drink a Wettle and then give us one of the whiskeys. We'll see if we can pick it up. The comments are moving really fast, but we'll see. Oh, you've got it there. Okay. Should I pop this one out here to make it easier for?
Whatever you want, man.
Okay, it'll be easier for me anyway.
For your geriatric eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Wettle whiskeys are definitely going in, and we're going to be going through the comments you guys are making in order. If something's already in the 100 whiskey blend, we're not going to put it in again.
Right.
We're just going to do like new types of whiskeys.
Right.
That we have.
Right.
That we can put into the blend.
Okay.
And we're definitely going to send it to YouTubers, right? Because now we have double the amount of whiskey.
We do.
Double the amount of whiskeys represented in the blend. And I think we're going to send it out to 20 creators this time.
20.
If
If we can
he-
add to the
if-
list of creators,
If
maybe.
he does it.
Assuming that I do it.
He does
I
it.
think I zoomed in too far and I don't know how to zoom out.
All right. There's a few things we're going to be talking about too that I don't think we have officially mentioned yet on Whiskey Tribe social groups, on the Whiskey Vault channel.
Wait, can we have a whiskey first before you say this?
You better damn well.
What do you want from the Wettle selection?
Oh,
You want to start?
because here's the thing that's
I mean, it includes things like Canadian Mist,
well. Hold on.
but it also
The real squeeze bottle. Of Canadian.
but it also includes W. Weller Special Reserve.
This is what's most concerning about Wettle whiskey, because you think you got him figured out.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, this guy is just a ball buster, and then every once in a while you get something. It's glorious.
Really good,
It's like,
yeah.
oh, this Wettle cat, he's like a pretty good dude, and then he pours in the next thing. It's like, you son of a bitch. So as Daniel's pouring the
I'm
whiskey,
saying Benriach 10-year-old peated edition. That's what we're gonna drink
that
right
sounds
first.
lovely. This is a breakfast whiskey for me. I got up pretty late
A
today.
Brexit whiskey?
A breakfast whiskey. Breakfast whiskey. In place of coffee. Now, one of the things we haven't mentioned on the channel is the Whiskey Vault 2.0.
Oh, 2.0. Yes, we haven't talked about it in detail
Well,
or
not-
at all,
not
really.
With the
We've casually mentioned it might be happening, but we officially so here's what actually happened.
Right.
We launched the fundraiser for it because that's how we do things at Wizard Academy. Anytime we're building something, we get people involved. We raise the money to make the change.
And to remind people, the Whiskey Vault channel, Whiskey Sommelier program,
it's part of the
nonprofit Wizard Academy.
That's right. This is nonprofit channel. Now, it wasn't supposed to go to you guys because Rex and I had talked and we were like, man, the Whiskey Tribe has already been more than generous with everything they do, sending whiskeys, being a part of things.
It was going to alumni.
It was going only to alum at Wizard Academy. But I forgot that the alumni, of which there's about 8,000,
right.
That email list, they don't really subscribe to YouTube channels. And so I posted the video for the fundraiser to our Academy YouTube channel and then scheduled the email.
The Wizard Academy.
The Wizard Academy. Scheduled the email for the next day. Well, in between that 12-hour window, it leaked to the Whiskey Tribe Facebook group, and you guys sort of took over. So when it got sent out to the alum at Wizard Academy, they were like, they started emailing me, going, dude, what the fuck? We went to go donate, and it was all gone already.
It's so nice. It was sold out, you magnificent bastards.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah. All right.
That was fun.
Thank you. Appreciate it. We're going to try like hell to make the change.
Yeah, you guys did a great job.
Substantially better, cooler, and more involved whenever we get into the bottles. Flesh out each episode a bit more. But yeah, we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, so there are shelves in there. People's names are on. Zach has been emailing everybody. Zach, the Vice Chancellor at Wizard Academy, has been emailing everybody to find out how they want their names on things. But it's going to be really, really cool.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know. The breakfast whiskey. I'm going to sound like a wuss. Are you ready?
Yeah, a little too dramatic for a first start.
I gotta have just a little bit of sweetness in there.
Okay.
The heat right out of the gate.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, it's candy sweet with the peat.
Oh wow. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
The peat's mostly on the nose.
No, that's sugar for real.
It's definitely in the taste too, but it's like it's like a candy flavored. You know what it's like?
Yeah.
It's like chocolate covered espresso beans.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Where you get the bitterness of the espresso bean, but it's mostly chocolatey.
That's probably one of the most densely sweet whiskeys that is balanced up against a really, healthy dose of peat. Right? To have enough sweetness to actually balance against that much peatiness. It's pretty damn good.
Someone said there's a 1208 behind my head. What does that mean?
Ew. Of what brand in category?
1208. What are you talking about?
Well,
that was Martin Coventry. Oh, Whiskey West. That's Wettle. He said, "See, I'm not just a dick. I also gave you some fancy stuff."
That's why behind Daniel's big head. So there's your big head.
Yeah, I know, but 1208.
You got to triangulate.
Yeah, that's what I was looking towards, but I'm not seeing.
Hey, the Smoky Monkey that you freaking did without me.
I know.
What the hell is that crap?
I know.
I've never had.
I know.
Smoky Monkey.
It's so good too. Guy and Daniel top left. You said 1208. Oh! This actually has a giant number 1208 behind it. We were looking in the wrong direction.
Right.
It's the Westland Special Edition single cask release cask strength.
Right.
We
were giving them shit. It's like, what kind of obscure?
That's one of the to be reviewed.
Tiny piece of a label are you pointing at? Nobody gets you, man. Nobody gets you, and the letters are that big.
Yeah, they're massive. Okay, let's see.
So I'm gonna get a glass for the Smoky Monkey, by the way. Let's go 2.0. So because one of the things I was always kind of concerned about the most whenever we're moving out of this room, we outgrew the room. Like there's bottles are pouring out of the room. We miss out on the hidden bookcase entrance, which is amazing.
Yes,
that was so cool.
So we needed a new plan for making the entrance to the new vault dramatic.
Right. So we decided the Whiskey Vault needs a vault door.
Yeah.
So we bought a legit, for real, vault door.
It is steel.
With the handles and everything.
Yeah, it's black steel.
Yeah.
And we can paint whatever we want on it. And it's got chrome giant turn bars.
So hot
and on the wall sides, it has the full steel shrink.
They go out
into the frame of the door. And it's got a digital quick release punch code that when you turn that releases the handles.
So the Whiskey Vault is getting an actual vault door.
Mm-hmm.
So you enter, you go into the room, and I think it's going to be on the tour. It should be ready by the time you do like a bastard.
No, it'll be ready for the Bastard's Ball.
Awesome.
We hope. No, it should be. I'm barring.
Is the door on the way?
Door's on the way.
Okay.
The only complication is, in theory, it's a standard size door, so we can just swap it for the door that's in there. If we have to rebuild anything, it could cause a problem.
There.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And Daniel had asked if we could all toast the 200,000 subscriber thing together. We'll save that for the very end, and we'll all toast out. Yeah.
Okay. And then, so I think
gargoyles. Can you just go buy gargoyles?
Yeah, you can buy anything.
I want to buy gargoyles.
Let me introduce you to the dark web where
you can buy. I want
or eBay.
You're not a super nerd anymore.
Or eBay. Yeah.
Weeping angels. Just on the edges, on the sides.
So I'm trying to lean into like a vault. You're going more of
I'm going terror.
All right. More of a dungeon, really. The whiskey dungeon. Oh my god, I need that name. Namecheap.com.
Yeah.
And then I think you already mentioned the feature shelf.
Oh no, I haven't talked about that yet.
Okay, so one of the things that we're going to be doing in the new vault set, where we have a lot more room, is Zach created to specifications. It's made out of barrel staves, and it's a really tall corner piece that has these small lit shelves underlighting the bottles, and I think it's 12 shelves, right? 12 shelves for 12 bottles, and these bottles are going to basically be 12 different whiskey categories that Daniel and I think best represent that category.
Yeah.
And
so it'll be empty when we first start.
Yeah.
And we'll kind of start from scratch, building things into it. I poured you another one while we're waiting for the Smoky Monkey, because we'll get to the Smoky Monkey.
Okay.
But this is a fancy one called Highspire.
Yeah.
Wettle said specifically this one was for you.
Okay.
As a fancy gift.
This is like really rye heavy or something. What's going on?
Yeah, it's 100% rye grain.
Yeah.
Kindred distilled spirits. You can tell it's fancy because it has a wax top to it.
Yes, that's you're not allowed to do any other whiskey in those kinds of bottles other than fancy whiskey. The Wettle Nuts List.
Let's see.
All right. Yeah, this. I don't. Again, I need to be wooed into the morning, Daniel.
Okay, is that being wooed or is that too rye?
This is too rye.
Okay,
this is too aggressive.
Woo me.
Give
it a try. Then dump it into the dump container, and we'll figure out a wooing. You can start you with a brandy.
Ooh, that's got the spiciness. But wow, there's like a vanilla finish on that.
How about classic Glenmorangie?
And then it turns into a cola. That is a funky adventure. Have you tried this? Big rice spice.
Woo!
Big rice spice.
Oh, it's got that green young barrel pine note.
Yeah, you're overemphasizing that by a lot. Big rice spice turns into vanilla, then turns into soda.
I agree that it turns into vanilla candy.
And they keep waiting.
Okay.
Soda.
Okay, so let's just move to Glenmorangie. Let's just wet the whistle with the Glenmorangie.
Right, this is my breakfast whiskey.
Yeah.
I'm being weird.
Now, what I will tell you, Wettle.
Wait, hold on. Was this the same glass?
Yeah.
The rye was so dominant.
I wanted to see what a Glenmorangie tastes like after a rye.
Well, the rye that intense.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man. The mornings are poly.
So
they're more. Son of a bitch.
Here's the thing: is that we were trying to work our way through doing the Wettle whiskeys on review, but what we realized is it would have meant that all we did was do Wettle donations for like 2 months.
Yeah, we chipped away at it for a while.
We chipped away at it for the last this is almost 2 years we've been working at this thing.
And then we just said
we finally just went, uncle.
Yeah, it's only Wettle.
Now, in the last 2 years, several people have tried things that Wettle donated, and so actually. We're missing some things from because we already drank them all.
Wait a minute.
You drank them?
This was sacrosanct. This was basically, from what I'm hearing, this is the first time a person has ever sent a whiskey specifically to be reviewed on the show. And we drank it, and it never showed up.
Now, they did show up on the channel, but not as a main review. The Glendronach cask strength. Yeah.
Okay.
As like a comparison and things like that.
But not a standalone review. Okay.
Yeah, that rye must have. Whiskey Wise says that rye must have calmed down. It was really green. The thing is that he said that Highspire whiskey was a joke, but that I should pour it for you on purpose.
Dude, that is not the craziest rye I've had. even this month. Yeah. It's very herbal and spicy, but
no, the green Wettle, the green is still there, but it's not as dramatic as the first time we opened it. Who distills Smokehead? I don't know who actually distills Smokehead. That's a
Smokehead's. Here's the thing: we've moved a lot of bottles to the new location already. What's in here right now? Because people have been noticing.
I'm looking for the Smokehead.
People have been noticing that the shelves look different.
Hey, look at the back of my head. Does it look like I missed a shave spot? It feels like it.
Way too intimate of a question.
No, I can feel the hair.
So this is. We still haven't hung this up either.
Yeah.
This is the YouTube 100,000 subscriber thing.
Oh, there it is.
It's been sitting in the vault. It's got dust on it. But in the new location, we absolutely have to find a place.
Oh, yeah, finally.
To put, there we go.
Can we just take like a Sharpie and write a 2 in front of that 1?
Yes. That's official because you don't get another one of these until you get to 1 million.
So we know that Smokehead is an Isla, but I don't know which Isla.
Okay, feature shelf. Now, so I was looking because Chad and I have been doing some test shots to kind of get the framing, the composition of where we want the different corners to be whenever we're doing the segments. And in the main corner, where we got like the barrel there, and then the feature shot with the 12 whiskeys that we're talking about, I was looking at it. It's like, it's missing something. It's missing something. It feels too symmetrical. It feels too predictable. Too even.
What's it missing?
It's missing. I want a more extreme angle leaning towards the wall so you see a longer expansion whiskey.
So instead of going straight onto it, side shoot it.
Forget about symmetry. And then also where the window is that we currently have shelves over. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you mean the locked shelf? Oh, no. The actual one we built shelves over.
Yes.
Yes.
So did you ever watch Top Gear?
Yeah. Well, no. I've been watching the reboot.
Okay, so Grand Tour.
Yes.
You've been watching
and I'm totally in love with it.
Okay. So Top Gear, same guys on the BBC back in the day. They had a segment called Celebrities in a Moderately Priced Car. So they race around.
So they've redone that slightly with celebrities driving cars on track to see who's fastest. Yeah.
But in original Top Gear, there was this metal pillar, and they had these strips of magnetic, just a magnetic strip, and then they would write the celebrity's name, and then they would ask them, "Are you ready to see what your time is?"
Yeah.
Right. And then they would say 1 minute, and then they look and kind of gauge, okay, I'm next to Tom Cruise. I'm next to, okay, cool. I just want to be better than my buddy celebrity.
Yeah, who's right behind me.
32 seconds. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm right there near the. So
yeah,
I want to have.
I like that idea.
Well. We're not going to drive.
No.
It's a bad idea. But one of the things we get asked most often is well, what are your favorite whiskeys?
Oh.
What are your favorite whiskeys?
So we have a bar with magnet strips of our favorites.
And so I'm thinking.
Ranked?
Well, this is going to be, this is how we need to dial it in and thread the needle. Because this can't be the best whiskey list. This is the personal preference list. You have a list, I have a list, and whenever we get to a whiskey that is, oh shit, phenomenal. Okay. All of a sudden, I think this may be board worthy. Right? So we have 10 bourbons, 10 ryes, 10 whatever.
So we have represent a category, but we also have I'm in love with this whiskey.
Right.
I like that. So we could just install a poll.
The ultimate honor
in front of one of the shelves.
Right. There's a number of different ways we can do it. The ultimate honor is to basically have you and I agree on a whiskey as being the best representation. Should go on. Have a category.
That's one.
It's the feature shelf. Now, and then the personal preference, sometimes you're going to adore something. I'm going to think it's pretty good, but you can decide, hey, there's only a spot for 5 bourbons or 10 bourbons, 5 ryes, 10 ryes, however many. And then you can put it on the board. And then eventually, after a few episodes, we're going to have to decide, shit, this is board worthy. What's going to get bumped off? And then you know what that kicks off? Then we have to sample all 10 of that category.
Oh, God. What this kicks off is cirrhosis of the liver.
To make sure that it doesn't in fact just need to go on the board. confirmation. Quality control at the board.
You had me up until the very
Quality
last
control
one.
at the board is paramount.
But I like the board idea. You had me until the end. Yeah.
So we'll have a Daniel list.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
And for no other reason, there has been some phenomenal whiskeys that I've had in this room,
and you have no memory.
No idea which one.
Yeah, I agree. There's been ones that I have totally forgotten about, and then later tried them and went, I forgot how good this was.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So at
like
any given time, we'll be able to see
like
categories and favorites in that category. Yeah.
It's a fully mooch overplay. Red flag.
So that would actually bring another visual element that's going to be interesting to the shot.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really cool ways to do that. I think.
Oh, and then there's going to be a shitty puppet, but more on that later.
By the way, there's a lot of other really cool channels hanging out with us right now.
Yeah,
they're going by so quickly that I'm having time keeping up. You know, the Crusaders, Whiskey in the Six. Oh shit! Who else was in there?
Hold on. It was
Who else? Whiskey.
Whiskey in the Six.
What's his name? There are a bunch of channels that are all coming to the grand opening.
Patrick Cohn called me out.
Oh yeah,
Rex will always say something is top 10 potential just to mooch everything.
There you go. Jason Whiskey Wise. I remember seeing his name pop up. Eric Waite's here hanging out. Eric Waite wants his name on the men's toilet seat. I think we can make that happen. Anyway, so guys,
sure.
Well, I tell you what, Whiskey Brazil is hanging out. I'll tell you what, we actually have someone who donated to redo the sink in the kitchen.
Okay.
Right? JD Campbell.
Oh yeah.
In the kitchen at Wizard Academy. And he said, I'm only willing to donate to buy this sink if you'll put a plaque that says JD Campbell peed in this sink. So there's a plaque on the kitchen sink. And when we had the inspectors come through, I had to explain it. They're like, I was like, no, you don't understand the culture of Wizard Academy. It's a joke.
Right.
It's not that big of a deal. Yeah.
As far as they know.
Yeah. Who else was in here? It was.
You got the Whiskey Crusaders. You got.
Yeah, you're gonna have to scroll back through and look for names. But thanks for showing up, guys, and we appreciate you.
Also, just on a little side note, it was on Wednesday night, I think. We hit 100,000 subscribers on our other channel.
Oh yeah,
Whiskey Tribe
that's right.
channel.
Yeah, that one jumped in.
So thank you for all you guys that watch both channels. That's awesome.
Whiskey Life is on here as well. Wait a minute.
What?
I think I just saw Richard.
Richard.
The bartenders at the tasting room right now are currently slacking their asses off and watching the live stream. Well done. Good to see you guys, Maddie, Richard.
Is he getting paid right now?
He is.
Well played.
Yeah, that's mooch quality shit right there.
All right. Hey,
Drinking Austin. I haven't heard from you guys in a while.
Smoky Monkey. I demand.
Let's get you a fresh glass right
there. Okay. Is this? Yeah, it's open. Ooh.
Oh, it's Whiskey Dick. That's who I also saw.
Right on.
Whiskey Dick was in here at some point.
Okay. So, can't believe you did this without me. You are.
It's
40%.
maybe the best smoky blend that's ever come through the vault.
Shut your face.
It's
a 40% whiskey.
No, for a budget blend.
I haven't tasted.
I'm not talking about like the Compass Box blends.
Okay.
I'm talking about get yourself a budget blend.
Wow.
This I think is up there.
Wow, that is so much rich smokiness coming out of a low proof.
Is still on here as well? Bo said he was.
By the way, have you?
Oh, Oak and Smoke Whiskey. That's what it is.
I check on Stillet's channel from time to time.
Yeah.
He is crushing it with subscribers, man.
Yeah, he is.
Like
and he's doing
30,000,
great episodes too.
Damn.
Yeah, I've been really enjoying the recent episodes.
Yeah.
They've been a great combination of nerdy, distilling stuff, but general crowd pleasing, interesting content.
Yeah, they need to release. They need to release the Smoky Monkey in mass, not just for bars.
Yeah,
that's really good. Wow. Yeah, and it's more like woodiness, not so much ash.
Yeah,
peat, but more of like a smoked wood.
Isn't it good though?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is a valid question. So whiskeybrasil.com just said, hey, where's the super chat? So super chat is when you can donate money during a live stream and donate money to the thing. We can't legally do that because we do not monetize this channel in any way whatsoever.
Right.
Because it combines with the nonprofit, it makes it legally questionable.
So, like, we've talked to lawyers about whether or not it could be monetized, and there's possibly a path.
There's a gray area,
but honestly, guys, I mean,
nah.
With the amount of content interruptions,
yeah, not worth it.
It's not going to be worth it. And the community has stepped up in such an amazing way. It's like we don't need a bit of money that'd be coming through for ads. Honestly, if you're not rocking like at least 100,000 views per episode, the money's not really worth it.
And not only that,
the thing that is most frustrating is whenever you aren't monetized on YouTube. This is for both of our channels.
Mm-hmm.
Monetized. Whenever you're not monetized, there's some really cool features
you don't get
that we don't.
Yeah,
we don't have.
Yeah, it's a struggle, but that means the super chat doesn't exist, right?
No, we don't.
Barrel Strength Gentleman, good to see you. Amanda Collins was on here, and I think I saw Halle post at some point. And the Spirit Monkey has made his presence known early on. Yeah, now especially now that you're drinking Smoky Monkey.
The spirit is the progression of the Spirit Monkey's presence as a part of the tribe. It's been fun because it was like, oh,
I totally enjoyed it.
Well, you first showed up, I was like, oh, okay. Some guy had been tipping back a few, and he's calling himself the Spirit Monkey. But the consistency,
so consistent,
kept showing up.
Third person.
And now, if you don't see the Spirit Monkey, you kind of miss the Spirit Monkey. Where the hell's the Spirit Monkey? You got to have the Spirit Monkey. So yeah, just you claim a bit and never let it go.
Yeah,
and you can become an integral part of the community.
So I just poured myself a little reward because I've been looking at this bottle for a while, and because it's so low, I never touch it.
Yeah.
But it's the WL or Special Reserve. It's really hard to get these for us now, and so I haven't wanted to drink it. But I'm going to do it right now, thanks to Wettle.
Oh, man, some good whiskeys. All right, I'm eased in. The sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit now.
Sky's the limit.
Hey, Nelson Family Outdoors from Louisiana.
Okay.
Louisiana, they're trying to wash us away.
Are we going to try and get through a certain number?
No, we're just trying from anything we want from Wettle. We're drinking with Wettle. And now, one of my favorite Wettle videos to have appeared at all was Wettle crying on the floor in the fetal position because we weren't drinking his whiskeys.
Said better whiskey.
Yeah. And so this was, this is just to give back a little bit. Swedish whiskey, reanimated Swedish whiskey. It's been hit or miss, but the things that are good are really good. And the things that were iffy were like, oh, yeah, I don't know if I would want to do that. So we have quite a few. People have been really generous sending them in. We got maybe a dozen, and I like about 5 of them really, really well.
I'm going to do. All right, so I'm going to do a little.
Newport News, Virginia.
A little red-breasted monkey.
Who is Whiskey Music?
A little red-breasted smoky monkey.
Oh, you're going to combine. That's a Lustau, too. That's the fancy version.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Brandy's in here.
Milady. All right. What else we got? Talked about Livestream, 200 whiskey blends. So we're not blending. And
Puffs and Drams, cask strength 12. That's the favorite Redbreast.
The additional 10 YouTube creators that you guys want us to sing.
Yes.
Let's put it in the comments of this.
Yeah, I'll have to put the original list because we narrowed it down by votes.
Yeah.
So we'll have to create the list again.
No. Well, I mean, if people put in their preferred creator of choice.
Yes.
We already know what the original list is. And then we'll figure out what's the additional 10 to go on top of that list.
Right.
Yeah. So in the comments of this video. Not the live stream?
Yeah, the actual comments?
Yeah.
Because live stream is going to, wait until the comments and then we'll start. We'll create a link to somewhere. We'll maybe we could even do it in the Facebook group.
Sure.
A whiskey book library. Okay, so here's the thing, Eric. If you want to know how truly nerdy, is it good?
Beautiful.
Is my phone in here? Okay. Do you want to see how truly nerdy I am right now? I've been working
right now.
I've been working with Reed Huddleston.
Yeah.
From currently moving, and he did most of the book list, and then I'm added about 100 to it.
Sure.
We have this spreadsheet we've created of the quintessential whiskey study library.
Yeah.
It's hundreds and hundreds of volumes.
Okay.
Including chemistry books and things like this.
Right.
And let's see, where is it? I'll show you how long it is, because Eric, we are absolutely building this library. There is no.
Where's it going to be?
I don't know yet, because it's so many books. I have no idea where we would put it.
What about here on these shelves?
Now we got too many bottles to put them in here.
No, I mean,
look at this.
Bottle's going to go in the new vault.
Look at this.
Oh.
This is okay. I'm going to scroll. Look, it's still going, right? This is small print.
Turn it.
Okay. Can we do it like this?
Sure.
This is small print, guys. This is the book list that I'm working on, copies of every single thing in the entire. Still going. This isn't fine print. Just this spreadsheet alone is, I can't remember how many line items long, but it's large.
So sorry.
Oh, it's going to be so good. It's so good. But some of these are digital copies, and so we'll have to figure out. And some of them are ones that Reed created himself that don't exist anywhere else. And so, like, Reed actually went into the library in Scotland.
I was about to ask. He goes into these, and there is a book in particular, or a series in particular, where you get such accurate readings.
Yeah, that book was over here earlier, but we moved it. Yeah,
Okay.
it's oh man, it's astounding.
Pulling back the curtain on everything. If you really
the book room, the worst room on campus, says Justice Kowalski.
So, no question though. Talking about putting the book somewhere. Once the new vault is done, are these bottles going to go in there?
No, these bottles are all to be reviewed, donated, and duplicates.
Okay.
I mean, this whole room will still be full.
Oh.
I've still got 150 bottles in the basement that aren't in here.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Right. Okay.
There's a reason we had to move everything over to the other room.
Well, and a little bit of behind the scenes. It was a few months ago. There was this point where we were looking at the number of episodes we've done and the original plan for the whiskey vault. Right. We had several hundred whiskeys in here,
and that was no big deal.
So I was like, okay, hey, let's go through, and the goal for the channel is we're going to review every bottle in this room, every bottle in the whiskey vault, and we'll be done in like a couple of years.
Yeah, we did the math, and it was like almost 2 years we'd be done.
Yeah. So you guys happened,
changed everything.
Yeah.
Now, why is the new vault not big enough? It is big enough for us to move all of this in there.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to keep separate things to be reviewed
from
things that have already been reviewed and can now be inventoried, and duplicates.
Sure.
There's no point in having duplicates in there.
Okay.
So the duplicates and to be reviewed are staying in here.
Okay, so you already have a vault full of duplicates and to be reviewed. Yeah, but I think it's interesting that about the point where we would be retiring the channel.
Yeah, there's
a conversation
done now.
There's a conversation because like, hey, I know we were in it for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Once more into the breach.
Yeah.
That means, let's do a fresh approach. Let's do new segments. Let's do a new revamped channel.
It's basically time to reassess what are we trying to accomplish.
Right.
So we're working on that.
Yeah. Wax Rex 2020. Here's the thing: the people with the wax Rex and the shaved Rex. I have no problem getting wax or shaved. You get this. I do have issues recycling stuff that's been done before.
Yeah.
Like
for you, it's old hat. It's not about the embarrassment.
No, it's not. It's like I really couldn't care less. As a matter of fact, during this part of the Texas heat, I would welcome getting shaved. It'd be amazing. But I think we could come up with something original and ridiculous, something we haven't done before. Like shave Daniel's beard.
Nope, we are not doing that. And no one will ever take me seriously again. I look like a child when I don't have a beard.
Or the stiletto heels. I think that's a low hanging. The Zerpoli's stiletto heels.
Yeah.
That's a locked in.
Yeah, but man,
Locked in.
do I have to wear them the whole day? Can it just be like we had on this
Brand Rex?
It's the whole
shit.
that went out. Got on control fast. Yeah.
Maim him.
Yeah. Tattoo him.
D-Beard Daniel.
No, we're not doing that.
Tattoo
That's just
Rex.
off the table. It's not like, I'll cave in if enough people. Nope. That's just no go.
See, I just am more supportive of the will of the people.
I like keeping my job at Wizard Academy, and I've been told specifically
You can't shave
the moment I have no beard, I'm an unsullable proposition.
But I think the amount of prestige and authority that comes with the skullet
No, God.
can't be
Dude,
overstated.
imagine if somebody
Just
who's
let it grow.
childlike, clean
the
shaven
same length of
with
beard.
with a bonzo like clown hair
I want
head
the same length of the
tries
beard,
to teach you about
the
marketing
same
and
length
business.
of the beard coming out around
No.
the head.
No, not happening. Not happening.
Oh god. All right. Then sparkle beard. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Stripper glitter.
Wait. Eric Waite is working on a beard?
Stripper glitter in your beard to go with the stiletto heels.
Stripper glitter?
Yeah. It's the name brand
I don't
glitter.
want to do stripper glitter.
But it washes out. Come
Where?
on.
Like
Come on.
in my cleavage?
For the people.
Where do you put it?
For the people.
Where do you put
Just
glitter?
like a light dusting.
I could do it in the beard.
That's what I just said. My words.
Oh, I thought you said okay. Glitter beard. All right. We could hang ornaments from it, like in the Christmas.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll do the beard sparkle for real.
Stripper glitter. I could temporarily dye the beard.
Yes. That.
It just needs to be able to rinse out over time.
No.
I'm not permanently dyeing the beard.
Yes.
I worked hard for this gray combo. I'm not.
Get your eyebrows shaped.
No. Oh, that sounds sketchy.
Don't shave the beard. Says
A stick-on
says
man bun.
Captain Chrome.
Hey, I'd be willing to wear a wig.
We've done the
That's easy.
We've done the way.
Yeah.
I gave you the world's shittiest toupee.
Yeah, it was pretty shitty.
Right.
All right, what are we
Beard-
moving on to drink
Beard
next?
Dazzle. That's the name. Deal. Beard Dazzle.
Beard Dazzle. Yeah.
Beard Dazzle.
Okay, so I just did the Weller,
Yeah.
but there's.
Did you want to try?
Well, we're not going to get through everything in this because we need to stay sober
Now hold on a second.
reasonably.
Then how is this the Wettle?
Because they're all out here and we get to choose from whatever we want from the Wettle things. That's what it is. There's no way I can go through, what is this, like 60 bottles in a 1 hour live stream.
So we've had the Whiskey Titan. What's it called? The Whiskey Titan shout out, call out, but with no animation for the longest time.
Yeah, what's the story on that?
So, because I had Chad working on an animation, and there's like this cityscape, and this big guy comes and whiskey, and he explodes, and bottles fly everywhere. It's like it's fun.
Okay.
It's fine. But Whiskey Titan, this is something special. You know what I want to do? You know what I want to do?
Bring it on.
Because we recently did the Whiskey Flask episode on the Whiskey Tribe channels, looking at a bunch of different flasks, and the most common type is like the stainless steel.
All right.
It flask wraps around portions of the body, all types of different sizes, all the way from 2 ounce
Okay.
up to, are you ready?
Up to.
2 gallons.
Yeah, 64 ounces.
No.
2
2
gallons?
gallons.
Oh,
2
God.
gallons. So, you know what the Whiskey Titan is?
Huh.
I'm working on it.
Oh,
And then you guys are in the live stream, and I'll tell you.
Okay.
Because you're in the live stream. Thank you for being in the live stream. I'm going to make a full suit of armor made out of nothing but whiskey flasks.
look! Gunsel just picked it out.
Oh my God!
He just wrote flask armor with a big question mark.
Right there.
Damn!
You and me. We got it.
Damn, that's impressive.
So we have like,
How did he see that coming?
this is going to be like a 2 ounce, a 2 ounce. That's going to be a 4. We get a 6 and a 6. And then like the
Wait,
2
so
gallon.
But how does that have to do with Whiskey Titan? Like you wear it for them?
No.
Or
We
like,
shoot a bit where I basically beat the shit out of you wearing armor with tube socks. Just a hot, violent
That
mess.
sounds not fun for
And
me.
then, no, it's not the point. And then at a certain point, the place where we shout their name,
Yeah.
right? The place where we'll say like John, Patrick Cohen. I am Whiskey Titan, and you, Patrick Cone, are the Magnet, whatever the hell
Right.
Say. Yeah.
The Whiskey Titan.
And then he just
it has to be like,
overdub it.
it has to be
Really?
like Siri said it.
Yes.
Right? Like, so it has to
just
be
a
like,
really bad overdub.
Siri, say Patrick Cone.
I think she'll do it.
I don't see Patrick Cone in your contact.
Oh, she said
I
that.
said, say.
No. She said,
Say.
we could cut it. It was fine.
Yeah.
She cut it, and you'll be like, Patrick Cone. You got the Brit accent.
I do. I just was playing around with it. Yeah.
Patrick Cone in your contacts.
Yeah.
One of these 20.
Yeah. So suit of armor, tube socks,
Patrick Cone.
bludgeoning, yelling at the camera, your name getting put in there, and a really shitty overdub. That's the Whiskey Titan ceremony.
Hey, randomated, how often should you wet the cork on your whiskeys? I would say at least once a month. Turn them upside down until the whiskey soaks through and gets wet, and then turn them back again. Maybe 30 minutes. Turn them back. I'm gonna try. You know what I'm gonna try? This is maybe sacrilegious.
Did I let you try this?
But he sent us a Copper and King's brandy,
Okay.
and I kind of wanted to try it.
Sure. That's a thing we can do.
That's too, Patrick. I don't have your phone number. Patrick, thank goodness he didn't have my phone number.
I do.
Yeah.
718.
And try a Copper and King's brandy. Brandy is something that a lot of the whiskey guys are getting into because all you got to do is start with grapes instead of grain, and then you follow a similar process to whiskey making with aging in barrels. Now, that's way oversimplifying it,
right,
but it's directionally similar. Like, it's not inconsistent for whiskey people to get into brandy making.
Okay. That's nice. I like that. Very, very grapey, jammy, fruity.
Yeah, there's something else in there, like a bready dessert. You know what it reminds me of is when you get a rum cake or something like that.
A crumbled, like a dessert thing, whatever the hell, and then they'll say like a crumble. And they'll have these sweetened crumbs.
Yeah, and so it reminds me of a liqueur-soaked pastry dessert or bready dessert.
Yeah.
It's like a cake or a pastry of some kind soaked in a liqueur of some kind. And he said that he sent it because he also sent a whiskey that was aged in this brandy barrels.
Oh, that's lovely. I like the hell out of that. Brandy's 45%. Damn. Now, hold on.
And this brandy is aged in ex-bourbon barrels too.
Yeah, Kentucky bourbon barrels and American white oak barrels.
I like this actually. This is really good.
It's
yeah, I would say Christmas fruitcake, Graham. That's probably a
I
close.
think it's a worthy cousin.
Bread pudding sounds like this tastes, but I don't think. Yeah, Robert Licorice studied brandy and cognac. The Licorice the brothers Licorice.
Do we have any idea what kind of spectrum of possible flavors are coming out of brandy? Is it as varied as?
It's as varied as whiskey, but without. Well, no. If you removed peat smoke, remove smoke, and it's as varied as whiskey.
Okay, all right. Yeah, super good.
Dustin Patterson has the Icarus. Hey, what should Christina Zerpoli drink?
Tap water.
There you go. And
no ice.
No ice. Just lukewarm tap water.
Use your hands.
Yeah, it's just under the faucet.
And you think about what you did.
Just think about what you've done.
Yeah, dude, I'm kind of curious about brandies now.
Yeah. No, I actually.
Wow. Oh,
the Licorice Brothers got me into brandy, and I actually really like.
Well, and
brandy,
like the AB coming off the heels of this brandy and going back to the Redbreast and Smoky Monkey.
Yeah.
Totally different angle.
You want to try a really weird new make?
It's like it's got that wood burning kit type of vibe.
I am always fascinated by new make whiskey because we're making whiskey and we're running a distillery. And I'm always interested to see what other people's new make tastes like. And so anytime someone sends a new make, I am very grateful because it's research basically.
And which is, what does it turn into?
Yeah, what does it become? So we've got Boone County Tanner's Curse, which is a rye mash new make.
Okay.
Which is kind of cool, right?
Do we have?
We also have the Boone County 1803, but it's their bourbon, not their rye.
Okay,
so I don't think we have what this becomes.
All right.
But we at least have some interesting rye new make.
Yeah, fair enough.
Try to unhide people here. There we go.
Already buzzed now. I was going to pour an ardbeg.
Okay. Try that. See what you think.
Well, hold on. Between the brandy and the redbreast.
Water first. Okay.
The smoky breast. All right. Yeah. Smells new makey, but I think it turned into something pretty sweet with some spice in there. But yeah, the things that barrels do to whiskey is damn near magic.
We do have the compass box affinity that Galladay is talking about.
Yeah, it's nice, but it's always better after it goes through barrel, unless it's a bad barrel.
Oh man, that's I'm not sure about that. I mean, it's dramatic.
That's what I'm saying. For character.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So walk through this. The sweetness is for real. You got the sugary sweetness, and then the character is this really bready.
Yeah, very bready.
Very bready.
Yeah,
a little bit of a spice in the bread, and then I think it'll turn into something really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the sweetness is for real. Okay, so we already kind of have the main game plan for what we want to do with the vault, the formatting of the show, and kind of the couple of different segments.
Yep.
Any particular things you guys want to see as a regular part of episodes?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah.
So given the rough idea of the two categories we were thinking, overview.
Sure.
The two categories are actually discuss the whiskey, nose, taste, palate.
Right.
Part 2 was going to be the nerdy history.
It's a segment where basically you're behind the bar now.
Okay.
And you're behind the bar, and you can have like maps or bullshit, whatever you want behind you.
Charts.
And then if the whiskey has an interesting history,
PowerPoint presentations.
Oh god. Basically, I'm not there. I'll be on the couch behind the can drinking whiskey. But anything that's interesting about the category, about the brand, about the making of that whiskey, that isn't the nose and the taste and the the flavors coming out of the whiskey. And then finally, the comments. We sit down, we go through comments, we answer
and then
questions.
Comments. Okay, so that's the 3. So the whiskey, the nerd,
right,
the comments.
And as we're doing comments, I want to be able to have a couple cubes of ice.
So we revisit the whiskey.
We drop in a cube of ice, see if it changes.
So we explore the whiskey as more than just neat.
Yeah. So in the comments,
I actually liked Brandon Knight's comment and said, "I want Mr. Rogers style wardrobe changes."
Put on the sweater.
Yeah.
Hey, we are gonna have a shitty puppet. It's gonna be a really shitty puppet.
We're gonna have a shitty puppet. Okay. Is it sort of like Brushwood's Mr. Happy Pants?
I don't know what this is.
Yeah, you haven't seen his Mr. Happy Pants act?
No.
It's like you don't even know the game.
All right, so you know where the shitty puppet's gonna go? It's gonna go to the bunghole.
In that bunghole? So it's gonna be like Mr. Rogers, where you have the weird little puppet that's head sticks out of one of the tree openings or something like that.
Right. He's just gonna talk shit.
So how do you manipulate the puppet?
Animatronics, Daniel. Who knows?
Okay.
Maybe a finger going like this. Who knows?
Is the puppet just a tube sock?
Maybe to increase the size of the bunghole. I'd love to do a tube sock puppet, but getting up there is going to be tricky. All right, so Daniel's going to break out his cowboy boots. Yep, cowboy stilettos.
What? It's a Swatsky.
Isn't Rex the shitty puppet?
Where is the whiskey vault? Theodore, really?
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Yeah, the campus.
Yeehaw.
Campus of Wizard Academy in South Austin, Texas.
Let's see.
Rex tells Jack, no, not even a little.
So, Barrel Strength Gentlemen, we had people who signed up for shelf funding already say, I would like to be on this shelf. So, yes, Zach is reaching out to you to find out if you have a preference among what remains.
Well, I mean,
But you know, we got like 2 shells for Highland. We got 2 shells for Speyside, 1 for Lowland.
everybody's gonna want Island.
No, you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
That's not been spoken for yet. I mean, I think Christina was like, I want to be on the Island shelf.
Okay.
But
I can smell the Oogdal from 2 feet away. Spirit Monkey wishes to see more cameos from the. What does that say?
no, that's where I created my problem by not.
Well,
Let me see if I can expand this really quick.
you're bad at things.
Yeah, I zoomed in too far and it won't let me open it back up again.
Let's do
So
command minus sign.
Oh, I was wondering how to do that. Command minus.
There you go.
Done. That worked. Okay. Now I can't read it. It's too small. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Guest. What about guests? So you know we've been having Zach on, and Monday there's one more Zach episode.
Right.
But just a heads up, guys. I fired him from being the mooch. So Monday is just 2 songs because it was just not working. So yeah.
He didn't have a dank enough soul.
Yeah. We need to have Richard Patterson come in and just throw whiskey on the floor and leave. That's it. Yeah.
Or somebody dressed as Richard Patterson.
Whiskey in the 6. See you later.
All right. And then, yeah, I'm trying to find that Spirit Monkey comment about having guests something. Maybe I do search guest. How about a guest spot, say, with different master distillers? So yes, as long as it doesn't look like we're promoting the distillery, because we can't promote stuff.
That's a very real problem. One of the reasons we haven't had a lot of guest appearances by the whiskey people we're friends with,
because guests go on to get promotion and
yes, they do.
Right.
And that becomes a legal problem for us. And it's also you guys have created a problem you don't even know about.
How dare you?
Which is
how absolutely dare
because on our business, Rex and I have been joining like the Texas Whiskey Association, and we're doing all this stuff with brands.
Right.
That when we do stuff with the vault, some of these brands get a little butthurt that some people are being talked about and they're not being talked about. It's like, well, you guys did Iron Root on your channel. How come you haven't tried our whiskey?
Right.
And they can't seem to understand that they're not the same thing.
Right.
And so if we start having guest, distillers and brands,
Sure.
that just muddies that water even more.
So, like, if you think about NPR radio,
Mm-hmm.
right? Whenever they have people talking about their latest book, for example, you can't talk about how the book is amazing and it's great and everybody should buy the book.
Right.
Super
no, that's
illegal.
very illegal.
Super illegal. What they do say is, if you're curious to learn more about the book, then you can go to some other place and actually learn more about the book.
Right.
Yeah. Threading the needles. And puppets make a blend of the worst whiskeys. I kind of like, hold on.
The worst whiskeys?
The whiskeys, well, worst in the sense that the ones we like the least.
Okay.
And if we blend them, does it turn into something that is maybe more interesting?
Right.
That isn't our least liked whiskey.
Yeah, it's a thing.
That could be a thing.
Maybe. We'll see.
I don't know if it could be a haphazard
We'll
blend
see.
or if it'd have to be an intentional kind of blend to kind of compensate for the shortcomings of various whiskeys. I don't know. Could be a thing. It's going to be a guest spot from Deb and Emma. Like, they're welcome to come on. Deb and Emma are much more comfortable behind the scenes.
Yeah, that neither of them want to be YouTube famous. As a matter of fact, we have to convince them to do all the video stuff that they're currently doing.
Matter of fact, neither do we really.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. What an accident. What a weird accident.
Have brushwood make the whiskey disappear.
Now,
and reappear
having brushwood
in my
on
home
would actually be fun.
Yeah, he didn't have anything whiskey related to push or promote. And he's actually
so there's no conflict.
He actually teaches here.
Yes, he's an instructor at Wizard Academy.
He and I are teaching a video class.
Oh yeah. This is the vault channel. We can talk about that.
Yeah, what day?
That is
it's
the first week of September.
Yeah.
So if you guys, the class is called Build a Audience with Video, and it's going to be Rex and Brushwood teaching you basically all the secrets of how to build a YouTube channel.
Well, and specifically from the perspective of a business leveraging a YouTube audience.
September 3rd and 4th, Tuesday, Wednesday.
So here, most creators on YouTube, They don't know anything about business. They can make amazing videos, but they don't know how to turn that into something that's sustainable other than t-shirts and hopefully selling enough ads. Businesses don't know how to make YouTube content to save their life.
Yeah.
So bridging that gap to help a business create content that's going to be interesting and relevant and helpful, but it's also an authentic representation of who they are and what they're all about. Just pulling back the curtain and doing that in a fun way, in a consistent way.
Mhm.
That's what the class is going to be about. Yeah, this is going to be the third time we've done it.
That's right.
It's always fun. Ali Spagnola, she was in the class. Did you see her channel recently?
Oh no! What's her
Shit
story now?
blew up, man.
Really? What did she do? Was she finally honest, which is what we were telling her the whole time?
So I'll say this. She has launched she's went past us, by the way.
Okay.
Right? She was hovering around 50,000 for years. She's been doing it for like 7 years. And now she's about 250,000. And that happened in about the last month and a half.
What? What did she do?
I'll tell you.
Okay. Anyway,
Right.
she was one of the students in the first class.
Yeah. And
that
then
we used. Yeah.
Punished Props has been here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those guys are so cool.
Yeah.
I would love to get them making stuff if we could figure out what them. Maybe they could be involved in the armor.
Because
they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Right?
See, I was just gonna get like the jumpsuit.
That could be a shared episode.
Yeah.
They shoot an episode about building armor out of whiskey flasks.
Right.
And we shoot an episode about building armor out of whiskey flasks.
That'd be amazing. Yeah. Okay.
I'm just saying
We'll reach out to him.
Yeah.
Because it's something I wouldn't have to do all of a sudden. Just build this armor.
Someone asked. So Danny Macallan said, "Are we going to visit Scotland because they loved the Ireland?" So here's what I'm going to say about this.
We got invited to Ireland.
Yes, there's two things. Number one, yes, you're right. I think the Irish whiskey episodes were some of my favorite episodes so far because they were so fun and both to watch and to shoot. And I would also love to do Scotland. The difference is that Ireland has something to prove.
Right.
And so they're looking for people to talk about them.
Right.
Scotland is sort of like,
You're gonna
fuck you, we're Scotch.
Well,
And we don't need you.
It's less. It's not as aggressive as that.
No. It's not rude.
It's that we're gonna get love anyways.
That's right. We
So
don't
we don't
need
need
it.
to reach out. We don't need to make connections.
And we don't want it bad enough to try to make it happen. We're too busy.
Yeah. And
So,
and we're
yes,
not
we
going
would love to, but
we don't beg, borrow, or steal to
That's right.
get access to people. If it's a good fit and it turns into good content, and great. But
yeah, anytime I've had to actually request access to something, it always turned out very poorly.
they think they are doing you a favor, and that's never good. That's never the
No,
right dynamic.
It's really not.
Which is really messed up out. Yeah, this is an industry that's a little bit behind the curve on understanding how these kinds of platforms like YouTube and Facebook and Instagram actually work.
Yeah. All right. So here's the thing. We're running up on the end of this. If we're doing a 1 hour thing,
Yeah.
Let's extend it a little bit so we can give a little bit of a warning here
Okay.
because it's already like 2 minutes till 3.
Yes. Okay.
So
So
let's say 10 minutes.
Right.
Oh, Heather Green on the Whiskey Vault. You know, I bet she would do it because she's awesome and
Right.
she's down the street now.
down this.
But the question is, what would we do with Heather?
See, those
Right?
types,
Heather does her own content really well.
those types of episodes, it's just so much easier of a fit on the Tribe channel
Mm-hmm.
to have a guest come on. We're in their location. We're talking about their process. We don't have to worry about whether or not it sounds like it's too good of a process or it's too good of a product, whether or not it can be considered promotional. That's not a consideration we have to take into account.
Yeah, but there's some really cool episodes we could do with Heather on the Vault channel, and we would only have to drive 20 minutes down the road.
So you're talking about traveling Vault channel stuff?
Yeah. Or no, Tribe. I'm talking about Tribe. I'm saying for Tribe, it would be easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. Let's say 10 minutes, 3:10. We're going to shut this shit down.
3:10. Okay,
3:10.
so what are we doing for
10
the
more
next
minutes.
10 minutes?
I think the Bunnahabain Chow.
We just said a noise. What was the second part of that?
Chow Ban.
Chow.
Let's
Chow
get
Ban.
new glasses.
Chow Ban.
This is one of the things, of all the things, Mitch, you're a king among men for pouring such cool, or delivering such cool whiskeys mixed with some really not so great whiskeys.
Aggressively
Yeah,
mean,
but it's just because you're a good human being in general.
bad, horrible.
Yeah.
Bad-
Let's see.
Bad person. Wow, that's nice.
What's that band that was like not really a punk band, but like a punk pop band that was like
Green Day?
It was something 11.
Oh, 311?
Was it 311? Was that the band? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we should do Eric. Wait, an entire episode on religion and politics while drinking.
How about cults? Let's perform well.
Oh man. Okay.
See, that's the
Oh, that's so good.
that's the thick, mature, tame but very present smoke.
I love that. It's one of the few peated Bunnahabains.
Yeah.
And it's just so good.
And it's like an earthiness to the peat.
Yeah. I love this.
Yeah. Nothing, it just stays kind of subdued, but very present. Very, very rich. But it doesn't get crazy or overly excited or spiky.
Yeah. Guys, this has been fun. So I'm glad you're all here.
Love the cult, the dark mooch.
Yeah.
We're doing more of that. So it's just fitting in the schedule, man. And we got best whiskey by state. Say somebody mentioned this yesterday in a Q&A question.
Oh,
best whiskey by state. Yeah. That's just tricky to pull off.
It's an interesting idea. So Unsworth, I'm going to say this, even though it has nothing to do with Vault's tribe.
Yeah.
Is Garrison coming to the tribe Bastards Ball? No.
Okay. And then it's basically was it Yellow Rose? We didn't hear back in time, so they're not coming back, right?
Yeah, Yellow Rose, they're in
transition.
Flux. Yeah, and so they hadn't gotten back to us, so we bumped them and we brought in
somebody else.
Actually, we brought in Lone Elm.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. And so we're still maxed out on head count.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
That's phenomenal work there. I have been successfully wooed into a lovely series of breakfast whiskeys.
Yeah.
I think this was a worthwhile 200,000 subscriber celebration.
I agree. And to clarify, Crusaders, Garrison's not coming because he said no. He's not coming because we didn't invite him.
Yeah.
And it was only because we have a very limited space.
No animosity.
We only have 14 tables.
Right.
There's way more people in Texas who could fill that space than there are tables.
Right.
And what we decided to do was reward the people who were here last year first.
Right. He wasn't here last year.
And he wasn't here last year. Right. And then after that, there's a good 6 distilleries that I wish could be there that I really love.
Right.
Who all want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't have room for them.
Yeah.
And so
there was a moment I was like, well, the same distillery, shouldn't we mix it up? Then you realize they're always coming out with new releases, new bottlings.
Well, and also I feel like they really honored us by taking a risk on us before we were a known factor.
Oh, yeah.
And so I wanted to reward that. But
sure.
Yeah. Anyway.
Is Taracaro going to be there?
No. Okay, so Taracaro. So I actually called them yesterday because we like those guys a lot. They're cool people. And I had to explain that this isn't a Texas whiskey event. This is a Bastards event.
Right.
And why they weren't on the list. And it wasn't because we didn't like them.
There's only so much room.
And it's not because we're not friends.
Right.
And I said they were first up on the options of being included. The only reason they reached out to us was because like 20 of you guys were like, hey, guys, you should go to this thing. I was like, oh, man, I'm so sorry. You set up false expectations. Guys, it's been how many years now? What was the first video?
Well,
fall of 20-something or other?
You can find out.
Oh, wait. Aaron Konzelman is calling me.
Me right here?
His wife was on the chat.
Okay.
I would answer him, but we only got 5 minutes left. It would be funny to answer him.
I'm getting your answer to the first video of the ball.
Okay. I'm just interested how many years it took to get to 200,000 and what a cool journey this has been.
Okay. So you want to go from how to drink whiskey with Daniel Whittington, that giant douche fest?
Yeah, that would be the earliest one.
That was 3 years ago.
Wow.
But then the actual first review, Tower update. Here's the Lost Distilleries win. That was 2 years ago.
Oh, wait. Aaron just said he butt dialed.
Okay. December 1st, 2016.
December 1st. So this December, it will be 3 years.
Yep.
Okay. Did you ever think we would have hit 200,000 subscribers?
I was pretty solid on 100,000. Happened faster than what I was expecting. I was like, no, we'll get 100,000. That'll happen. 200,000. I was like, damn, y'all. And then for a second channel, hit 100,000. I was like, thank you.
Right?
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Appreciate
I agree.
it. Yeah. Okay.
Crowded Barrel sign. What Crowded Barrel sign? Ed the Mule, is the Crowded Barrel sign going in the new vault? I don't know what Crowded Barrel sign you're talking about.
I don't think we can put Crowded Barrel. It just seemed promotional. Right?
No, there's no way we could.
Yeah, it seemed promotional.
That would be so illegal.
But you know what is going to go? The subscribe sign.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We got to move that in there. That's classy.
That's the.
That was like the first month of the channel.
The beating heart.
Yeah.
Of the channel. All right. Yep. Subscribe sign's going to definitely justice. And he's been watching since Whiskey Biscuits.
Hey Tony, Bourbon Night are obviously coming. They were here last year.
Yeah.
They're our people. They will be here.
The gifts from the Zerpoli. Did she send these?
Oh yeah. Christina,
These are cool.
we wanted to show you. We got these are metal.
Yeah. Very cool.
These are cool as shit.
Yeah.
And I don't know where we're gonna put them.
This happened in the distillery somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome. Thank you. You can have whiskey now.
Thank you for reminding us because they were sitting back here specifically so we could show
Put the
them.
water away. You can
Yeah.
you can have whiskey.
All right, I need one more whiskey in the last 4 minutes. Let's do. You know what? Peerless just did this huge announcement of releasing their new rye, and so I'm going to end with our bottle of Peerless that Wettle gave us. You want to try some?
So good. Yeah.
Get a.
I got it.
Okay, that's the new make. I guess it's rye, so it's probably fine.
I got you.
Do 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 do. All right, and there we go. All right.
Oh yeah. Got like a berry off of that. Oh man, that's wow. The sweet cream berry notes on that taste.
These guys are getting a lot of notoriety,
Right.
and I think I get why.
Yeah.
Because it's a newer thing that's actually creating really wonderful whiskey.
Sure.
And yes, Oak and Smoke, it is Peerless Straight Rye whiskey.
One last kind of bit of interesting news. How solid are we in that we're actually going to have any kind of presence in the Texas Monthly?
Oh,
Yesterday,
pretty solid.
we had photographers hanging out with us.
Yeah,
From
Texas Monthly.
Texas Monthly.
So Texas Monthly is the Texas magazine.
It's so what the New Yorker is to New York, right? And it has a lot of reach outside of New York.
Yeah.
Texas Monthly is to Texas.
Yeah.
So they're out here taking a bunch of photos. That was cool. Now we may never show up in a magazine because it's always up to the
Who knows?
editor. What
I don't know.
happen.
I did some pretty cool poses.
Yeah.
It'd be a shame to lose those.
They were excited until
Yeah.
you started doing that, and then they immediately started looking for the exit.
Anyway, they are writing an article. They said November it's going to come out. So it's going to be the November issue of Texas Monthly is going to have some kind of article, possibly a feature
Yeah.
on Texas whiskey.
Who do we
They
brag?
took enough real photos of 5 different distilleries.
Yeah.
I'm thinking there's a very real chance it may be the cover main feature.
That'd be really cool. You know who, because there's no way we make the cover. You know who's going to be on the cover?
Jared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's his look, man.
Here's the thing, Jared
He
is
looks like
Jared at Balcones is so cool. You know? Like he's just got the chill, cool
Well, I'd
beard.
sum it up in 2 words.
Yeah.
Beard envy.
Beard envy.
Yeah. To have your hillbilly beard.
Like if I was doing a magazine, I would
between my homeless beard and your
Yeah.
hillbilly beard.
I would put Jared on the cover. Yeah, there's no question.
But that was fun. We had some nibbies hanging out with us too.
I didn't buy my ticket to that gun show. How about you mean like this gun show? Ha! Yeah.
You're too silly on this show sometimes.
That's true.
I try and keep it dialed in, level of professionalism, precision in the tasting notes, the deep knowledge, the wellspring of history.
And I just bring silliness, is what you're saying?
It's ridiculous. It really lowers the overall quality of everything I try to achieve with my content.
Good stuff.
All right. Any other things? We got the Star Trek, Star Wars, the Trek Wars. Love the Trek Wars. No one is wearing boots for X style. IPA cast, Jeptha Island Green Green Products Company. All right.
I think we've
Call it.
I think it's time to call it.
Yes.
So Mitch,
Yes. So
thank you.
Because we're not going to.
Otherwise known as Whiskey Wise on this chat and in the interwebs.
Right. We're not going to put any of those bottles on this show.
Except maybe as comparison stuff.
Bitch defining, stealing, and drinking.
Oh, this is the 200,000 subscribers.
Yes, thank you, you magnificent bastards.
That's right. If you fight, may you fight for a friend.
May you steal a leopard.
And if you drink, may you drink with us.
No awkward moment while you try and find the in-stream button.
Mm-hmm.
It's not awkward enough yet.
It's not, yeah.
How about now?